Have you ever noticed that some men seem to possess a strange kind of side effect? They don't appear to be trying. They're not actively flirting or seeking attention, and yet they capture the interest of women who are, by all accounts, off the market. Women in committed relationships, even married women. These women weren't looking for anything. Their lives were set. But then this man enters their orbit and something deep within them reacts. This isn't magic. It's not manipulation. It is the raw, unfiltered presence of a certain type of masculine energy, one that stands in stark contrast to the predictable routine that many people find themselves in. Society likes to pretend that a committed woman is immune to attraction, that a ring on her finger acts as a permanent force field against desire. But reality is far more human and far more complex. A long-term relationship can bring stability, but it can also bring monotony. Comfort can often lead to complacency. And when a woman settled in that comfort encounters a man who radiates a different kind of energy, an energy of purpose, emotional strength, and self-contained confidence, she feels something. She reacts not because she is actively looking for an affair, but because a dormant part of her recognizes a rare and powerful frequency. So, what is it that this type of man possesses? He doesn't need to prove anything. He doesn't beg for attention. He doesn't seek approval. And for that very reason, he stands out. While most men are trying to put on a show, telling jokes or trying to appear interesting, this man simply is. He carries a quiet tranquility that communicates deep-seated security. He doesn't talk much, but when he does, people listen, because everything about him communicates strength, not aggressive force, but the stable, unwavering strength of a mountain. This is the first pillar, quiet confidence. Mature men, especially those in long-term relationships, are not easily impressed. They've seen the games, they've heard the empty promises. But a man who moves through the world with serenity, who is in no hurry to be approved of, who doesn't force conversations, this man provokes something different. He is like a pause in the chaos. Imagine a married woman at a social event. Everyone around her is vying for attention, telling loud stories, forcing smiles. And then there's him, calm, secure, present. He observes more than he speaks. And this comfortable silence makes her wonder, who is that guy? Not because he tried, but because he simply is. And that's where we enter the second pillar, unwavering purpose. Men who carry a clear objective have a kind of glow that is impossible to ignore. They are not wandering through life waiting for something to happen. They are building, growing, evolving. This communicates immense strength. In a long-term relationship, it's common for a man to become complacent, to stop dreaming, to live on autopilot. And when his partner senses that he has stopped growing, something inside her cools down. Now imagine the contrast. She meets a man who is in constant motion, who has goals, who is committed to something larger than himself. This energy, this inner fire, reminds her of feelings she may have forgotten. She may not understand rationally what she is feeling, but her body feels it, her soul perceives it, as if a part of her has been reawakened. And before we continue, a quick note. If this content is resonating with you, if you feel that it's time to become this type of man, don't waste any more time. The link to my definitive guide is in the description below. In it, you will find the practical strategies to activate exactly this type of presence and to stand out naturally. It's a crucial step if you want to stop being just another guy in the crowd. Now, back to our analysis. The third pillar that separates magnetic men from forgettable ones is emotional intelligence combined with inner strength. Most men still live in the extremes. They are either too cold, incapable of creating a connection, or they are too sensitive, becoming predictable and easy to read. The man who masters the balance between empathy and firmness, this man is different. He knows how to listen without bending. He understands emotions without getting lost in them. He doesn't react impulsively because he has trained his own mind. And when a woman encounters this kind of emotional stability, she feels a profound sense of safety. She realizes she is in the presence of someone rare. Now imagine the emotional routine of a married woman. Often, she doesn't feel understood. Her emotions are ignored or dealt with hastily. Her husband may be physically present, but emotionally absent. So when a man appears who captures the details, who notices her silences, who sees her without invading her space, she feels it. But most importantly, he doesn't become her therapist. He doesn't turn into a needy shoulder to cry on. He remains firm. He is a presence, not a crutch. This is what maintains respect, and respect is what opens the door to desire. These three pillars, quiet confidence, purpose, and emotional intelligence, activate something instinctive in women. Something that goes beyond logic, beyond appearance, beyond what can be explained. And often, it only takes feeling this once for her to never see you the same way again. And here's an important reminder. This type of presence cannot be faked. It cannot be rehearsed. It is built, day by day, with focus, with discipline, with self-knowledge. That's why if you feel that it's time to make this leap, to leave mediocrity behind and become a man who is truly respected and admired, the path begins now. The ebook in the description was made for men exactly like you. Men who have already understood that the game of attraction is not won with words, but with posture. And if you've made it this far, it's because this content spoke to you in some way. So do the following. Support this project. Like the video, and comment below with which of these three pillars you feel you need to develop the most. And subscribe to the channel. The upcoming content will delve even deeper into these topics, and if you apply them, your life will change. Remember, women don't fall in love with appearance, they fall in love with presence, and presence is built. You decide if you continue to be invisible, or if you become the man that everyone notices, but few understand.